Good afternoon. It is a pleasure to be here today. Thank you, Aaron, for those really kind words. I'm not going to repeat my name or title. It is quite a mouthful. You should see my email. Today I'm going to share how education, industry, and community, when united, create not only a powerful pathway, but a transformation for the future of the industry. In recent years, the shortage of skilled technicians has become a global crisis, and I believe we stand at a pivotal moment in our industry. The collision repair industry, like so many others, faces a really undeniable truth. The way we educate and train our workforce no longer meets the demands of today, let alone the challenges of tomorrow. The shortage of skilled technicians isn't just a problem for the industry, it's a reflection of a much larger issue. Our current system is out of step with the future. But with every challenge comes opportunity. The power of collaboration between industry, education, and community is our solution. Together we can create not just a response, but a transformation for the future. Collision engineering was born out of the need to innovate, to move beyond traditional vocational training models, and rethink how we bring people into the industry. The program itself is a direct product of collaboration, with Rankin Technical College and the Enterprise Mobility Foundation coming together to create a pathway that goes beyond just filling jobs. We reimagined education, not as an isolated experience, but something directly integrated with the real world. Because education isn't just about learning facts. It's about equipping students with the mindsets and tools to adapt and thrive in an ever-evolving world. And that is how we shaped our model. The strength of our program lies in the connection between these three pillars. Education provides the foundation, industry sets the real-world standards, and community offers the support system that allows this model to thrive. Education is at the core. Academic learning mixed with hands-on experience. Our students rotate between classroom training and an apprenticeship at a collision repair facility. But they're not just learning skills, they're building careers, equipped with industry-recognized certifications that allows them to be valuable to their employers on day one. But more than that, they're learning how to think. They're learning how to adapt, how to build a sustainable career, and not just go out and get a job. But education can't exist in a vacuum. Our curriculum is not static. It is shaped by what the industry needs right now. And that's where industry collaboration comes in. We work directly with industry leaders to ensure our curriculum reflects the real-life challenges and tools used of today's technicians. This isn't about yesterday's training for tomorrow's workforce. This is about equipping our students to solve problems and innovate in real time. The community piece is by far the most essential. Without community, strong local partnerships, support systems, and mentorship opportunities, we would not have been able to create the ecosystem that allows our students to thrive. When our students understand they are a part of a network that truly supports them, they can focus on learning, growing, and eventually giving back to these same communities. This model isn't a theory, it's proven. We've impacted wages, providing economic mobility for students who may have never had that opportunity. For example, in North Carolina, where the minimum wage currently stands at $7.25, our students are starting their apprenticeships earning $15 an hour on day one. It's real change in real time. At Contra Costa College, this approach led to a 30% increase in post-graduation salaries, and their latest class graduated debt-free thanks to the support of their local industry. Across our colleges, we report an 87.5 retention rate, 100% job placement rate prior to graduation, and we are continuing to see enrollment rise year after year. These numbers speak to the power of these three pillars: education, industry, and community working together. So what's the real impact of industry's participation? Let's look at the Ford Fund. Ford stepped in to help us expand our program to Parkland College, which was on the brink of closing the program for good. Thanks to Ford's support, we were able to provide scholarships, instructor training, and necessary resources like toolkits and PPE. The result? A program was saved, an increasing workforce for that community, and more students have the opportunity to thrive in their chosen careers. Another example is Crash Champions, who recently chose us as their charity of choice for their upcoming golf tournament. Thank you, Crash. But their involvement goes beyond charity. They've employed and mentored 26 of our students thus far, contributing to their education and development. Even with their own training program, they continue to seek to hire our students and collaborate, recognizing that there is no one perfect solution to this problem and the power of working together. Looking forward, by uniting education, industry, and community, we're all building a model that doesn't just respond to today's needs. It anticipates the challenges of tomorrow. The collision repair industry needs a skilled workforce that is prepared for what's next, and our students need a pathway to long-term success, not a quick fix. But most importantly, the future of our industry, like so many others, is going to continue to depend on a collaborative approach. No single institution, company, or organization is going to be able to solve this on their own. We need to innovate together, invest in our people together, and build the future together. The future doesn't just happen. It is something we create step by step together. Collision engineering proves that when education, industry, and community work together, we can shape a brighter and better future for all of us. Thank you.